It's so tempting to look right here, but I'm gonna look right here. I didn't even check my audio levels. This video isn't inspired by much, but just to say that I think like everyone has had a year where they just are kind of glad it's over, you know? But it's not really over because it's literally just a day. But mentally, we're all ready for a break, I think, from 2021. And this year's theme, you know, if we want to fall into those categories, it started honestly for a while now, but I think it's just ideas. There have just been things that are on my mind to create that I've started, that have lived in the back of my mind, that I just want to do this year. And so just really about trusting your own ideas and not waiting for other people to validate the things that are inside of you. And, you know, a little cliche, but it is where I'm at, truthfully. This past year, I did things that seem maybe like superficial, which is like getting locks and getting my nose piercing. And they make me feel like myself. They make me feel like I've made small decisions that are things that I've wanted for a decade, you know, like, and just did it because no one else's opinions mattered more than me wanting to feel at home within myself. And so that's kind of the theme for this year. I'm going to be reading a book. That's all I'm committing to for now. It's called Curating Digital Art, and it's gonna be instrumental, I think, for me to curate my first show this year and to understand further, like, what does digital art making mean? What does it mean to provide a platform and a space for artists in our present time? And it's a huge project, it's a lifelong project, but definitely wanna commit this year to like having the site up. That was a goal last year, and then obviously didn't happen. There are a lot of things that prevented that from happening, just because once you get to know a project more, sometimes it develops a whole body, arms, legs, everything. Yeah, just wanting to be in a place this year of more contentment in the things that I have thought about and give them the attention and the time that they deserve. I think a lot of times people and relationships, because it's so important to me, have superseded my priority in terms of putting ideas and things out there and operating confidently in my creativity. And so I think I'm kind of in the space where I'm like, yeah, I need to conserve a bit of that energy that I've given to other people to step into a space where like my ideas are the things that consume me and not my relationships. And so yeah, there are three things that are kind of like at the forefront of my mind, which is obviously New Gen Gallery, the digital space that I've been curating on for the past 2 years, come January 23rd. And so wanting that to have its legs in the online space with a website, and fully fleshing out what that means to support new media artists, and then curating my first show in conjunction with New Gen. And then Black People and Flowers, which the first episode will be dropping January 15th. And it's just about giving Black artists their flowers while they still are around to receive them, and talking about Black artists, Black fine art movements, and kind of making it educational but still loose. Some interviews, and yeah, just not being I think a lot of times like arts podcasts are either really heavily educational or too conceptual. And so kind of finding a middle ground within the art podcasting world. And then thirdly, the Playlist Posse, which is a really fun new endeavor. That'll go live on the 20th of this month. And it's basically going to be an online subscription platform where people get to submit playlists, but also the people who are subscribed just get to hear monthly playlists curated by different musical artists, music aficionados, or just everyday music loving people. And so it started like a year ago on Instagram casually with the new music feature and folks just sharing great music with me. Created a playlist. 12 months later, someone has curated a playlist every month, and so now I want to house them all somewhere and then keep it going and spread the playlist love with as many people as would like to enjoy playlists monthly. Yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm filming, of course, on the beautiful Sony FX3 and the Zeiss. Is it a Batis lens? I think so, 25mm f2 lens, and I want to get the 85mm f1.8 lens, but also I just can't get over the perfection of a 35mm lens. I really don't want to drop as much as $1,600 for a G Master lens. Don't even know where I'd get the money from, but I do think maybe it's like shooting film has been making me fall in love with the 35mm focal length. It's just a perfect focal length, and I've worked with the G Master lens some and I know how great it is, but I would have to buy it used. Anyhow, 25, 85, 35, those would be like the ideal focal length. This isn't about equipment, this is about the new year, kind of. And so thank you for watching this video. Don't know when I'm gonna post the next one. I have like 3 videos that I've already shot that I have not edited. Guys, I don't like editing, you know, spoiler alert. Many people who work in the video world do not like editing. It's only once you get in there and you start to see the story forming that you really start getting that jittery feeling. But to get in there, rough, let me tell you. So anyways, that's all. Bye bye. This side of the wall is currently super plain, but basically I'm gonna be putting a frame TV right here and a little record ledge to house all the records. Well, not all of them, but, and then prints all over the wall. And so this whole thing will be a gallery wall. Basically trying to get this wall to be as beautiful as this one. So this isn't a room tour, but obviously you've now seen my new room. So it's my favorite version of the room so far. There's been 3 versions. This is the 3rd, and this one is lovely, actually.